Wow, 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 wow. It's September 22nd, equinox. And I just had probably the most powerful, profound weekend of ceremonies I've ever had in my entire life. I've been on this path of healing for forever, it feels, and with concerted effort for the last 4 or 5 years. And I am here to say that it works. And I understand now what is going on with our systems and why the world's so out of balance and what we can do to fix it, because it's all starting within ourselves. It's there's so much to unpack and there's so much to share, and I'm not even really sure where to start right now. I guess I'll just start with this weekend. And, you know, reiterate, I've been on this path for a long time and been doing everything you could ever do to get my life in alignment. And, you know, a lot of the time I was doing this was when I was in a space of not having a lot of resources, not having any money, like getting through on the skin of my teeth, and really working so hard to start, you know, being able to live what I want to live the life I want to live, be surrounded with community that I love, have love in my life, have abundance in my life, have joy and play. And, you know, I'm a workaholic who always believed that you didn't get things unless you worked really hard for them, and like that there was never enough. And I haven't had a lot of relationships that have worked out because as a child, my relationship with the masculine was really fucked. And I just, you know, it's like we recreate the experiences of our childhood over and over and over and over and over again until we become conscious of it. And then from that conscious place, we can start to change it. So this healing path has been a slow and steady process of beginning to recognize what those old patterns were that were handed down to me, what those old programs were that society teaches us, and how once you can see it, how you can then start to unpack it and start to change it. So, so this process, after like ayahuasca has played a huge role in it. I've probably done close to 50 ceremonies over the last, definitely over the last 13 years when I first started, but the first like 9 years were more just me doing like 2 or 3, and then the rest of those 50-ish have been in the last 4 or 5 years. And you know, basically the nuts and bolts of it all are that when we experience trauma in life, our cells contract, we brace ourselves. And if it happens over and over and over again, we store it in our body. We're never given the tools on how to process it and how to release it. And so if you have enough trauma, your body holds it, your tension, and you never release it. And it just builds on top of itself. And you're living in a life of trying to protect yourself from experiencing more trauma. And so the ayahuasca gets into your system and starts to release it, starts to unwind it slowly, piece by piece by piece by piece. Sometimes you get magical visions, other times you just feel like shit the whole time and throw up and run to the bathroom, and it's not fun at all. But trust it because it works. And over this last weekend, I did 3 ceremonies, Friday, Saturday night, and then Sunday morning, in a sort of unconventional container that we call mystical anarchism, exploring different formats, but that's for another time to talk about. For now, I just want to say that parts of my body have been disconnected to me. I didn't have sensation in them. I didn't feel them. I've been trying to. I wasn't sure what I needed to do to get them online. People have looked at me and been like, oh yeah, your first and second chakra are like offline. What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I want to get them online. I have no idea how to start. So, after working and releasing all this tension over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, that piece finally opened up and that came online. And I'm like, oh, wow. So now I'm connected to my body fully, which means I have but I have much more awareness around what's going on around me, what things feel like, how to like sense into other situations. Everything is so subtle. And, yeah, my mind's blown. I mean, and that's just one part of it. Another part of it is really recognizing that we are the ultimate creators. We orchestrate our lives. We think we're powerless. It's easy to play the victim because we're unconscious of those patterns, because we haven't taken the time to unfold them and see what they are. But if you keep at it, you will start to unfold them. And now what I'm seeing, I mean, my life is reflecting it. I'm living in utter abundance. I have a job that I really love, with a team that I really love, doing work that feels very important. I'm building my own body of work that I've been cooking up for my whole life, that will, this is, I guess, a precursor for. And what else? What else can I say? Oh yeah, there's love and community and play and joy, and look at where I am, for fuck's sake. I'm living in this epic place that's called Paradise Lodge. Paradise Portal, really. And there's like a waterfall back there, and we have a pool, and we play, we have games, and for some reason the fucking virus has not made its way out here, which is kind of a trip. How the fuck has the virus not made it out here? It's made it everywhere. Not to us. We're living life. We're having gatherings. It's nuts. So, I was talking to a friend a few months back, and somehow randomly at this point in the virus, things were still pretty shut down. I was living in a mansion with an infinity pool overlooking the ocean, and I was talking to my friend and back home in LA, and she's like, wow, thank you for sharing all this magic. It shows me that the work works. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you've been working on your shit for a long time. And I'm like, I know. She's like, and look, it's working. I'm like, you're right. And so on that note, I will continue to broadcast all the magic. Not to brag. I mean, that was one reason why I didn't share it for a while, because I was like, oh, I'm fucking bragging. Everybody else is at home. California's on fire. The world's falling apart. And then it was like, well, no, because the work works. So I'm here to share that the work works, and it's so worth it to get on your own path of healing. Please get out there and be curious and start to learn. Joe Dispenza is key. Ayahuasca is magic, also key. Getting into your body is everything. Like learning, like your body has this inherent intelligence. It is wise. It has it's like, we think we have to figure everything out with our minds. No. Mind's part of it, but your heart, your body, and your spirit, they're all like other navigational tools that we just, like, Western society has been like, oh, what is this nonsense, foo-foo bullshit? No, it's everything, which the indigenous have been saying from the beginning of time. So, I feel fairly complete. I have arrived. Now the games can begin, the good games. And it's nuts. So, shine on all you crazy diamonds. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be probably talking a whole lot more coming up. I just have so many stories and adventures, and I really want to encourage us all to celebrate this healing journey, this process of unpacking ourselves. I will leave us with one last note. I believe our souls have chosen the traumas and the path that we are on. It's like, yeah, it's a long story, so I won't get into the big part of it, but ultimately, we are here to grow and to expand and to learn and to just experience as much as possible. And yeah, it's nice to experience all the good stuff and then it just being only sweet. But when you're only in sweet, again, how are you going to grow? Where are you going to go? It's already really nice. So we create the drama. We chose the traumas so that we have something to unpack and something to grow ourselves on. And the sooner we witness or we recognize that and we own that, the sooner it can shift. The sooner the hard stuff changes, and then you can start taking control and be in charge of your own magic. Sending lots of love from Costa Rica. Bye.